To start with, I want to ask you about our so-called democracy. Is it the same that the West is practicing?
So-called.
Yeah.
You already said it all.
Yeah.
Democracy is a Western ideal. That is why it's working for them to the extent that it's working for them. But it's not typically African. I'll give you an instance. Africa leadership is mostly gerontocratic, which means by elders. By the older you are, the more you are given resonance, the more you are getting more prominence in leadership. But not so in democracy, which is based on they say it's the government of the people, by the people, and for the people, where majority rules. In fact, let me just summarize that Africa has some of the oldest democracies in the world. But we don't call it democracy. We didn't call it that. So there are other forms of leadership that shares aspects of what we call democracy, of what we call democracy today. But we don't call it democracy. But we have been practicing aspects of what the West joined together and said, guys, this is democracy and you must practice it. So finally, the formula that the West brought together and said, this is democracy, it's not working in Africa. It's not going to work. It's not going to work because the society, historically, we are not the same. Culturally, we are not the same. DNA-wise, we are not the same. So what works for Mr. A must not necessarily work for Mr. B. And in effect, if you have any respect, any atom of respect for identity, for expression of opinion, okay, then you must respect this diversity of culture, this diversity of voices. You must not force it on Africa to be democratic along your own framework, because we have our own form of democracy, which has been working for us for hundreds of thousands of years. And I've given you an example of the typical Igbo society as one of the oldest democracies in the world, like that of the Chinese, the Japanese, evolved from their culture.
Uchimba Africa, telling our stories by ourselves.